would like to share some ideas about transmuting past pain into wisdom, your own and your unique wisdom, and perhaps part of your mission. And why? Why would I be interested on this theme? Well, because I think it's difficult to find somebody that experienced like the perfect childhood with no problems, with no abandonment, with no challenges. But it is exactly that which gives you like all this understanding and deep understanding on that specific situation that you lived or experienced in your childhood. So yes, the theme is going to be like focus on that. I would like to mention several people that came to my mind, and to share these examples, beautiful examples of these lives of people with challenging childhoods, and then what happened in their life, how they were able to transmute and to transcend all that pain and to become who they became, which are incredible examples and testimonies. So this is going to be the session, a little bit of that, sharing these thoughts, these examples of people, incredible people. Then after that, we're going to do a meditation for us to cut links with that pain of our past, and to really, really continue with that connection, but just as wisdom. So that is going to be the meditation, and then that is going to be amplified with the sound of the gongs. I will take some time when we finish the session to read some of your messages, but to know that I feel like so happy and yes, deeply grateful for all of you which are joining the session. So let's begin. Some of the examples, some of the testimonies that I wanted to share with you is Louise Hay. I think most of us know about this author, incredible author, Louise Hay, who had the most kind of cruel childhood. Very, very cruel situation. She was born to a poor mother and had a violent stepdad, and she was raped at the age of 5 by a neighbor, and then she dropped high school. She got pregnant at the age of 16. She gave up the baby in adoption, and then later on she got married. 14 years after her marriage, she was her husband just went away. He just left her for another woman. So there was just these amounts of real pain, like deep pain, until she found out the power of thought, that transformative power of thought. And that gave herself like her incredible mission. She started to work on that, started to deepen into that. She created a pamphlet that later on transformed into her book. It was a very famous book in the 80s, You Can Heal Your Life. And what she used was these positive affirmations to counteract the ideas, the memories, the emotions that generate all these diseases and pain, physical pain. So that was an incredible thing. The way she transformed all this pain that she went through her life. And then she became the perfect guide for so many people to overcome their own pain. So that is a wonderful example, Louise Hay. Then another one, Tony Robbins. Many of us, we know about this incredible life coach whose childhood was incredibly abusive. He had all kinds of abuse because of his alcoholic mother and violent stepdads that he had, and so many things. And he, understanding these pain, these layers in human condition, he became this incredible life coach. And he's so successful. Why? because he really understands what people are going through. And he understands that you can overcome that. And that pain, those experiences can become your wisdom to guide others, under same conditions. So he called it something like emotional fitness. And he would very often share about these people that have had the most abusive childhoods, and then they become these incredible human beings. So emotional fitness, how one can bounce back, resilience from any situation, the most cruel conditions, circumstances. So that is another example. Eckhart Tolle, for example, we all know or have read about him. And also he was so bullied in his childhood. And he names it like the body of pain. And he talks a lot on how to overcome it, how to transcend it, how to transmute it. And many, many others. Nelson Mandela, for example, and his whole past experience before becoming who he was, the first black president in his own country, teaching about freedom, which is exactly what they took away from him for 26 years that he was in jail. Or, for example, Viktor Frankl, after different camps that he was in, just surviving, but deeply understanding what was his mission and what he wanted to share with humanity after surviving these camps. And how he named it was the locus of control, referring to this part that nobody can take away from you. They can take away from you everything except that. Your decision, your mind. What are you going to think? How are you going to feel life? And that is your freedom. But all those proposals of these incredible authors that really experience this transformation of the past pain in their lives into their incredible wisdom, all that requires awareness. And to be able to become an observer of all that. And as an observer, as that awareness, to overcome all that pain. And to be able to transform the narrative in one's mind. So yes, there you have like so many examples. I can also talk about, nothing has to do with all these people that I mentioned, but for example, in my personal experience, it was this kind of constant feeling of like if I would not exist, something like that, a self-esteem very, very low. And of course that put me into, different abusive relationships in life. And then I understood how to overcome that, but it was through a lot of awareness and studying and understanding, trying to understand deeper and deeper where was this coming from. Why would I feel as I was feeling? And what would I be like in these kind of relationships in my life that I didn't want anymore for myself? And that allowed me to pay attention on the life of so many other people that were in different abusive relationships. Women, men, adolescents, children. And I deeply understand whenever somebody comes to my office or we are sharing a session, of course I understand what I feel because I felt it myself. But then I realize many, many different ways to overcome that. So what I wanted to share with you in this session is there's always a way for you to get rid of that painful past, just the painful part, and just to keep it as your own wisdom. And having that deep understanding about different layers of life in life, of or human condition, you can help so much to others. You can be of assistance, guidance, inspirations to others. Because it is like if others are trying to reach the other part, the other side of the river, no, and they are like in desperation, and you're already in the other side, and you can let them know, keep on trying because it's possible. You will do it. So yes. So those were basically the thoughts that I wanted to share with you today. How can we overcome the pain? Well, you can use, as I was telling you earlier, like awareness. So the power of your thought. So to transform anytime when you realize that you are experiencing like this deep pain that is very, very similar to the pain that you experienced in your past. So every time you realize you are feeling it again, just observe what is the thought in your mind, and observe what is the trigger in the environment that connected you once again with that painful emotion, and just transform it. First of all, stop it. Stop that stream of thoughts, or transform them into loving ones. So for example, if the emotion or the thought has to do with abandonment, you can let yourself know you are not alone. I'm here with you. It's yourself. So it's like talking to your inner child. Or if you feel like life is so threatening and you feel so anguished, it's like, no, remind yourself that life is good and life is wise and life is constantly welcoming you, and that you are perfectly equipped for life. So observe what is the thought or the constant thoughts in your mind, and transform them into positive affirmations. Use a powerful word and talk to yourself with truth and love. Because remember that every time that you're experiencing something like that, this is coming from this incredible, powerful computer, which is your unconscious mind. So we need to transform all this information that is there in the unconscious, at least to transform the emotions, the painful emotions. Okay? And then to understand that, yes, things like that, of that nature happens in life, unfortunately. Why? Because they are unconscious human beings and they create a lot of pain. And I cannot transform that. But I can transform my way of responding. So that is one. Positive affirmations. Meditation. Use meditation just to practice connecting with love, with ease. The more you meditate, the more you practice to feel this love, this inner love and strength, peace and harmony. The more you practice it, the easier it will be anytime just to feel it. Because that is your original energy. Love, harmony, strength, peace, wisdom, beauty. Remember that you are part of nature. You are nature. And that is life. That is nature. It is exactly that. Beauty, harmony, perfection. So use meditation, and in your quiet times, train your body or retrain your body to connect with that high frequency emotion or emotions of love, gratitude, freedom, kindness. So there you have the powerful word, that transformative power of thought, and your meditation. So let's do one. I invite you to use your headphones if you have. I suggest for you to invite whoever is there with you in your house and to do this meditation, which is going to be focused on cutting links with the pain of your past, and just to stay with it as your wisdom. that is going to be the purpose of the meditation. So, and there is Clau. I am so happy, Clau, to see you in this space, and many other friends. So, yes, I think this is a theme that just by talking about it, it moves some fibers, memories. But then at the same time, it connects me with gratitude, deep gratitude. And joyfully to share with you that yes, it is possible to transform pain, to transform past pain. This weekend, I was so happy to be in connection for the first time with this incredible human being, Tom Zuba. That's his name. And he has a very large following of people. So his expertise, he's a counselor on grief. So in this retreat that we were invited to provide a sound session, there were all these people that experienced losses of a loved one. Mm-hmm. Some of them, they lost their child, some others their spouse, and so on and so forth. So what he's doing as his incredible mission, and he deeply understands what is he talking about, because he lost his wife and his 2 children. And of course, in some moment, many different moments, he was wanting just to die. But then he discovered and he realized, okay, this is an opportunity, and I choose to live, and I choose to help others to overcome this deep pain. And that is his mission. And he does it so beautifully. And he's full of joy, and he's so passionate about life. You can feel it just by being close to him. So this is another incredible, beautiful example, testimony of what I am talking about today. So yes, his name is Tom Zuba. So look out for him. I really recommend his workshops, and what he's doing is beautiful. So let's do the meditation. Get ready. I'm going to turn off the light. And you just need to relax, to close your eyes, and to get ready just to feel that connection with your beautiful being, and to cut links with the past. So take a deep breath and just relax your body. Beginning with your feet and your legs, your hips. Relax your abdomen. And try to breathe in 5 seconds. And then breathe out in 6 or 7 seconds. Relax your shoulders and your neck, and take another deep breath as you relax your face, your eyelids, your forehead. Visualize yourself like floating. Imagine that you are just floating and feeling so relaxed. Floating in this vast, infinite ocean of light and life. And you're just flowing and enjoying peacefully. Feeling so safe and blessed with all these divine lights surrounding you. And you are in the center of this beautiful ocean of life and light. And every time you breathe in, this divine light enters into your body, illuminating every cell of your being. And this light within yourself is raising its frequencies, and you can feel how your complete being expands, and you feel so safe, and you feel all that love surrounding you, all that life and harmony surrounding you, and you can feel the joy within yourself. And the more you breathe, the more this energy expands. So this energy field of life, love, protection, and harmony is expanding more and more. Just feel. And now visualize yourself just walking, feeling so light and absolutely free as you walk. You are walking through the path of creation. This is a very special path. And every step you take, you are getting away from your past. And as you continue to walk, you begin to cut links with the past, with past pains, and you cut links one by one. You understand deeper and deeper that you are no longer your past. Your past is just your wisdom. You understand so many things about life, but you are not your past. That is just your wisdom. So the more you continue to walk in this path of creation, the more free and happy you feel. You become more and more who you really are. That beautiful, complete, perfect, and wonderful being, bright being that you are. It feels like the more you walk, you are letting go of all those layers. And as that happens, your bright light shines more and more. See it. Feel it. You are a beautiful, enlightened being So now, in this path of creation, you are going to continue to amplify your being, your light, your mission as you flow with the sound of the gongs. Feel it, expand it. If you want, just continue with your eyes closed, allowing yourself gently and slowly to come back, to bring your awareness back to a different life, a life of freedom, a life of wisdom, a life in which you are no longer the victim, but the wise, aware being that you are. And all past experiences are now part of your wisdom and perhaps part of your mission. Use it and take a deep breath with so much love. And as you do so, just begin to move your fingers and your toes. And if you feel like, you can stretch your body with so much pleasure. You're waking up to a beautiful life of love and joy, harmony, for you to really embrace and enjoy. Life is for you to love and to be who you are. Take another deep breath. And whenever you feel ready, you just open your eyes. I'm going to turn on the light. To imagine I see you. The real thing is that I can feel you. I can feel your presence, and I feel so grateful because of that. And I hope you were able to do the meditation, to understand that, yes, past painful emotions, we need to leave them in the past. We need to let go. We need to forgive. That was one of the revelations when Louise L. Hay got this cancer, cervical cancer. And she knew that it was because of her unwillingness to let go of resentment over her childhood abuse and rape. So she decided not to follow the typical or the official treatment, but to treat herself, to heal herself. And she started to practice to forgive and forgive and forgive. And of course, to give herself all that love that she would deserve, as you deserve it. So she gave her like good nutrition and therapy, but mostly it was all about letting go of all that painful emotions from the past. So yes, this is just for you to consider, for you to reflect upon. And thank you very much for being part of this session. If you were not able to do the meditation, try it later. When you are in your bed, that's the beautiful moment, the perfect moment. When you are going to go to sleep or to fall asleep, those are the perfect brain waves for you to do these kind of meditations, to really create a transformation in that part of your mind, the unconscious. So thank you so much. GabbyDelamora.com is my website. You are invited to visit it, and yes, to send me your feedback, messages. I would love to read them. And I will see you very soon, next Monday and Wednesday, with a different topic. And I really hope to